suppose that you had a choice. Either you are physically fit, very, very, very healthy, physiologically sound, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually, a bit of a mess. Or you are emotionally well-grounded inside your beingness. You are very happy, peaceful, balanced, but physically you are not in good shape, breathless and weak and whatever. Or the next option is that spiritually, by spiritual I mean like in your inmost being, you're totally one with that inmost being. You've discovered your eternal existence, your timeless existence. Even now, you're not waiting for a future or for a good life. You're in a state beyond any of this. This is full of total blessedness. But physically, and in your physical and your what you may call your secular life, your it's not so good. Your outer life, the life of a person, is a bit of trouble and so on. What would you choose? If it was dry, maybe it's not a fair question, actually. Yes.
I'll take. Are you asking us?
Yes.
Inner peace. Yes. Maybe it's because I've focused, a majority of my professional life on physical health, but that's what, you said you experienced it and you realized that it's just a passing cloud. Mm-hmm. And that's what my journey was. It was personal training to massage therapy, to nutrition coaching, to all these things. And eventually I'm like, that's not as important as this. That's not as important as this. And it's always here. This is what's important, the mind and understanding behaviors. And am I really my conditioning? No, I'm not. So, but how do I break that conditioning? So that's where my, the experience has led me to exactly where I'm sitting right now.
Yes. If it really came to it, I don't know if there's a place for this kind of question, because I don't know how you would go about it, but it's something just to ponder over, and it gives a sense of direction also to where we put our attention and what we feel is really important to us. You see, I like what you reminded me that the physical thing is a passing cloud. It will pass. Is there something in us that doesn't pass? Everything we know passes. All your knowledge, all your ideas, all your identities, all of these pass. And this body also is passing. Everything is passing. Here we are discovering that which does not pass. Yeah. But it's not stale, it's not stagnant, you see. It is the source of all else. And it's not a belief system. It's not a belief system. It's direct understanding, direct recognition. You come to know. We will all have to come to this stage at some point. Maybe not one lifetime, maybe other lifetimes. But the ones who have come here, they've come for this lifetime to know it. And as soon as possible, to be clear, what is that? You see? And not for some intellectual gymnastics, simply to be in oneness with that. Not as a thing you're doing, but as a recognition that takes place inside you. That is how important this place and the work that happens here is. We're not a college, we're not university. We are just somehow universe, not university. And more than universe, because universe has its phenomenality, it's got its material and physiological representation. I'm not talking like that. Human beings need to know that it lies within them to be totally, unbrokenly happy, and to discover a peace in themselves that never fade, and an existence that is timeless, is there before this world began. They don't need to know it just through books also. They need to meet, as I say, blessed is the life that is the evidence of truth. And how can life be evidence of truth? Meaning not that you have already an idea of what truth is, but to meet beings through whom the impact of that meeting transforms your own existence. Not through elaborate conceptual expressions, but on some deeper level, on some way that is not so tangible to study, but somehow the encounter really has that impact on your existence. It is possible. If we haven't that power, then we are living a life of immense deficiency. If we are not living in this power, we are living a life of immense deficiency, because all of that is within us. We are just on the iceberg. You're not in the depth of the ocean. All this is inside. Those beings who came before to show, they didn't come to show only with their mouth to talk about it. Their presence were imbued with that and conveyed that energetically, not just verbally or intellectually. Yes. And it shows you not, oh, this one is very special. Not because this one is very special. The specialness was the fact that the life is fulfilled, as every life can be fulfilled. So the life does not have to be just filled, it has to be fulfilled, meaning that it has completely found its harmony. We have to find the harmony, because all your questions, all the questions we hear, is at the essence of them is about finding your harmony. That is health, that is love, that is life, that is purity, that is joy, that is everlasting. That is the thing we have to find. Everything else is a cloud passing. All of this existence we see, which we don't see all the time, only in the waking state you can see, and dream state you can see them. All of it can be reduced to one sentence. Just a cloud passing. Everything is just a cloud passing, except one thing, and that is our true self. And where is our true self? Where is it? Is it something tangible? Can it be studied? Can it be photographed? No, it cannot be photographed. We are not merely this farm. We inhabit the farm, but we are not the farm. When human beings have the courage or the love or the inspiration to really discover themselves, to allow themselves to be pulled into the inner silence and emptiness, that one will find the imperishable thing. And the offer is open every day. This is true health and wealth also, because there cannot be a greater wealth than contentment, or a greater health than self-knowledge and being.
sleeping.